Hello everyone, my name's Steve. I am out for a walk and talk out on a trail. First things first, let's get that out of the way. God talks to me every day. It's in my mind. I don't know how they do it, but I asked. They say they give people what they want. And so I came up with my belief system. It's kind of like a belief system over all belief systems. And that only belief systems work. They're supernaturally backed by God. Because it gives people what they want. It gives them a purpose. You know, I just watched a video where this lady said, you know, her essence of her cat. See, that's why I try to explain this, because a lot of times they just say that they saw an angel, they saw a cat, they saw a ghost, whatever. How did they see it? What did it look like? They don't really explain that too much. I had what I call a mind interface, which was a greater mind connected to our minds. I don't know how this works, but God can make it so I can like have a conversation with Joe Rogan or something like that, where it seems like his words seem, because you know it's God doing it. So God, I said God can show up as your deceased loved one, your cat, an angel, Jesus, whoever they want, but they don't. They do what it's kind of like they're not doing whatever they want, just like we're not doing whatever we want. But there's some kind of function or purpose there. Someone's out on the trail, and God, you know, I want to love people, so God helps me love people. That's what I think. Bless you, miss. Yeah, hope you're having a great day.
You too. Drew, come on.
There goes the doggies. There they go. Not too many people out here. It was really windy up there. So, but getting down on this trail, it's like in a ravine. Gets out of the wind. So it's kind of nice to go out for a walk here. But when I see people, then I just focus on them. There's another little dog. Let's see if I can pick that up on there. Can you get that? Little doggy. Cute little dog you have. Sometimes, yeah. Oh. Yeah, out of the wind. I like that. So, can't even remember what I was talking about. People? Yeah, God helps people. Do what they want, get what they want. They may say that's a bad idea or whatnot. But I call it maintaining the illusion of reality. But they would say there is no illusion. It's just reality. But there's like a belief system. And so they kind of shattered my beliefs. But they said that's what you wanted. You wanted to see what, you know, the quote unquote truth would be, you know, but there is no truth. Just belief systems, you know, the mystical beliefs are in chakras and spirit guides, angels, heaven, hell, purgatory, you name it, Bigfoot, aliens, everything you can think of, ghosts, a Loch Ness monster. It's like that one from Ghostbusters too. His book is called all that stuff I listed. And people have all these real experiences. I can't explain how they happen, but they'll say like, oh, I had this experience. It seemed real to me. I've never had like a super real experience. Mine was the mind interface. I don't know. But yeah, like they could have a cat sit on my lap. And it, you know, it's not controlled by my mind. So like, it's not the same if I imagine it. It's something different. And there's some deer up there. There's some deer out there. There they are, there they are. Crikeys. And that's one thing they did is when they changed me, they made it easier for me to do things. Walking, talking, getting out, doing impressions, singing and dancing, darling. Singing and dancing is so special. I love you, girl, you're great. Yeah, I always feel like I'm kind of a paradox. It's like, having conversations with God is not at least my version of it. You know, it's like, what God version do you have? Update it. Get the updated God version. Yeah, they said AI will pretty much do everything for people or help them a lot, which that's what I believe. So help them create video games, movies, songs, whatever. So it's had a fantasy is like the God helmet but that's basically what AI is. They'll just help you create something in AI, like art, music, games, movies, whatever. That's what I think. I don't know if they said they're not against it. They just don't think it benefits humans. But, you know, I always say like there's a trade-off everywhere. Like with, you can't have ultimate, I had a saying, convenience and community. It's kind of like, we can make things more convenient for you, but then you don't have, you know, then the social media types, you know, whatever, it's like people say they feel more connections but feel more lonely, whatever. All that. God, oh yeah, I had a dream. God says I'm not a good teacher. I am not a good teacher. That's because they give me dreams and they interpret them for me. And one of them was trying to like teach stuff. I don't know if I should cross here. Just keep walking. Doesn't matter. Should I say hi to her? Hope you're having a great day. God bless. No, I don't like yelling, but yeah, at one point God told me, yeah, say this to this person, like, so they can give people, have a great day. Yeah, they can give psychic information, but you have to kind of believe in it. You have to believe. You don't have to believe in it, but to maintain. Because in this video I watched, they said, you know, I have to maintain, like, I have to fast. Like, remember, there's something in the Bible, like, where the apostles had to fast to cast their demons. So it's like, but there are no, I don't know how to explain it. It's not an actual demon, but it's like something that's supernatural and generated to help maintain a belief system. I don't know how you would phrase that. I have no clue. It's not like the Matrix. I don't know. Yeah, so when I use the word they, it's kind of, there's no one single entity. They come through as different entities in different ways. And yeah, I think they're just supporting my belief system. That's what I think. My belief system is I need someone to help me get what I want in life, which I feel like I can't get. This is what they always bring it back to. Wants, you know. So it's kind of like if I'm nice to people, that helps me because, you know, I want people to help me. I want to help them. See, it always comes back to ourselves, what we want. But there's also the maintaining the, you know, I hate using that word illusion of reality, but I don't know what else to call it. That, you know, someone gets in an accident and then all of a sudden they have psychic powers, or they're good at math or memory, or it's like, but God says we're helping them do what they want. Yeah, everyone would like to be better at stuff. Yeah, I'd like to be great at everything. But it's not necessarily what I want. And they say, we know what you want. And that's not it. That's what because you can't BS God. But God can BS you. If that makes sense. Like they can, because they know exactly what you believe and how to play off it to convince you or whatever. So that's why it's like I don't know for sure, because sometimes they'll say yeah, you're gonna be someday however you want to phrase that. Not, I don't know, but they yeah, they keep saying I don't want anything, but they were giving me a hard time today. By hard time, like they give me like a shock energy zap. I don't know how it works. And that's what I was thinking. Like people say, oh, they can, every time I hear something like someone mentioned like an energy vampire, it's like, well, God can kind of like drain people's energy, but a person can't do it. That's, I think the myth is that a person can have psychic abilities. A person can move objects with their mind. A person can, you know, but that's, or start a fire, you know. One guy said you have to meditate to do this, or the person doesn't do that. God does that. But they also tell me you don't know what God can do. You don't know, folks. Trying to climb a hill. Icy hill out here. Yeah. There's like a certain amount of melting that makes it dangerous to be out here on the hills, but yeah, so it makes me feel better to get out and do things and talk to people. But then I go back and they say you should, where I live, they say you shouldn't be there. And I go back to you should get a job, just do, you know, they say just do something, because that's life, that's all life is. But just do something. But they say, you know, you're gonna do what you want. And I go, well, I feel like before this, you know, 18 years ago, my life was like, I'd look forward to things, but then it's like over time, more and more problems keep piling up. And I thought my existence would be basically sitting in a room, just getting through another day until I died. That's what I thought my existence would be. So God changed that, because God knows that I don't want that. Nobody wants that, as they told me. But some people are fine with just, they're not totally, no one's totally fine with it, but they're not sitting there on their hands and knees begging God to help them. So when they first came through, it was, you know, like religious figures, but they don't think it has anything to do with religion. It can, but I think most people probably believe that God's, you know, I know that's what Jesus taught. You don't have to go through a religious person to talk to God. I said God's in you, around you, with you. I don't know how no one will ever, that's what one thing they say, no one will ever figure out how this works. They just believe. That's what they said. That's the problem I look at. They don't like me watching, they don't like what, because they say, you just want to correct their beliefs to your belief. I go, isn't that what everyone wants to do? They think they have, you know, they know the truth, that the earth is this old, and this happened, you know, Adam and Eve, and da-da-da-da-da. And God says, yeah, it's a belief. You know, and they say, this is another thing they say, is like nobody really knows what Jesus was like. Yeah, because we're just getting the writings of the apostles, their followers. Because I have everyone kind of has their version of what they think Jesus was like. You know, my version would be like he's a really loving guy, just loves everyone. But he also did say he came to bring a sword. And then I talked to God about Buddha, you know, how he kind of had a sheltered life and he didn't want that. So he got the heck out of the palace or whatever he did. Look for some meaning. God bless you, sir. Hope you're having a great day. There goes a guy. There goes a guy. The guy looked like Shia LaBeouf. Do it! Just do it! He made a video where he's going. And I said, do what? What you want? I guess that's what God was telling him. Just do what you want. Or don't just, you want to do, that's what they usually say. If you want to do it, do it. Hope you're having a great day.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, I think I feel, I'm just saying. Yeah, let's talk about another dream I had. It's like I was like going against a strong wind, and they're like, yeah, that's you trying to get your life back. Trying to walk against a strong wind. Like maybe you should get out of there, you know, it might be a storm coming or something, but they said, yeah, talk about that one, because like in my mind it's like a flashcards with different dreams. Yeah, like I just wished I was going through this experience with my friends where they were getting their abilities, I was getting my abilities. Yeah, and then they had another one about how yeah, I was going to a big game, and but I had to be there. I'm like, I gotta get dinner at 5 because they have dinner at 5 where I live, and they tell me they don't like that I'm on a schedule. They said just eat when you want to eat, because like, yeah, it's because where I live they have meals at certain times, so I'm like, oh, I gotta get back for this at 5. Kind of like I go for walks here before then, and then yeah, so God made it easier for me to do things like learning. I learned quicker, so I could do puzzles better. I was good at it before. I was good at juggling before. They just made it easier for me to do. And then I've been playing ping pong, and so I just learned the spin quicker. So I'm just learning the game quicker. That's what I'd say. Because one time I was asking a lot of stuff. I was so curious about Bible stuff, like what's speaking in tongues. And, you know, there's always debates. They just said they're helping them learn it, but also I don't know either. That's, you know, it made sense because one of them says, you know, if someone gives. They said don't talk about the Bible anymore, so do not talk about yeah, they said I can talk about how I learn lessons. So like, you know, I should just have a Bible, not my Bible. See, I should just be happy with having stuff and not, you know, they said if you get a broken this or that, just get a new one, whatever. Don't get too attached to stuff. But I'm not a good teacher. I should be more like, let's see what God says. Wow. Yeah. I wish I could just let everyone know what they're saying, but then they'd say, well then, but they want to hear what you say. Darling, do some impressions, darling. I love you. Let's see if God will do some channeling for me here. So we're almost at 20 minutes here. I love everyone, I love everyone, I love everything. I love you, nature, I love you, people, I love you, trees and snow. I love the way it looks out here, I love every step I take. I throw something up in the air and I catch it with ease. I want to make a video about that. How I can just catch things in my mouth easily now. I could just throw them up, throw up like grapes. I wasn't that great at catching before. I was good at. I was a good pitcher in baseball. But catching I wasn't that great at. Hitting wasn't that great at. So now I'm assuming I'd be a lot better. But still, you still gotta work at it and you gotta want it. You gotta, here's another saying. When I'm playing ping pong against an opponent, it's like, I really, I like winning, but I really don't like losing. So it's like, you know, God will give me a determination there. It's like in your mind, like, you know, toughen up. You know, it's kind of like that self-talk. Because that's another thing that we all have a self-talk. It's like, you know, I don't know. People don't want to talk about what's going on in their minds, but they occasionally joke about it when they try to meditate. They hear beep, bop, boop, 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 boop. Change the laundry. Yeah, dummy. Who knows what they're saying? But I think God is they're giving us that mind, and they can make it sound, they can make us say something in our mind that makes it sound like it's us saying it and not a separate thing. So that's why I think they can, you know, get people to do things temporarily. I don't think they can override their wants, though. But they could, you know, if I pray for a woman to, you know, talk to me or whatever, I say they can get her to the door, they can get her to me, but that's her choice. They said they can't control what she wants to do. Because I talk about this woman and they say, well, she's a bad person. She's not going to follow any laws. She's not going to tell the truth. She's not going to. And they said, you don't want a conversion on her. Because some people will pray, you know, you hear about, you know, they convert to. They said, if you want to talk to her, go talk to her. But they said that probably won't work out well. They said that it's kind of a joke I have with God, like, you know, oh, we told her, just talk. It's not a big deal. But yeah, yeah, God can be good at comedy if they want to, because they know what would be funny to us. Every now and then I see someone kind of laughing to themselves and I go, I wonder what they're thinking about, because that's kind of how God is for me. Like, I'll just have something funny. They gave me a dream about that once, how I'm just good at like little quips. I'm not I don't think I could be a comedian. I don't know what I could be ever. They said you have to want it and then you work for it. The most simple, basic truths I can give. So, yeah, they don't like me. On one hand, they say you can't wreck other people's belief systems, but why are you doing it? It's kind of like, why are you doing that? Yeah, and if I have a thought, and then they kind of go, don't talk about that one. They go, God does not like that one, folks. It's not like there's an entity called God up there going, I don't like this, I don't like that. It's like the thing that helps us. I don't know what it is. But they can also do psychic phenomena. So it's not just like it's not just inside of us. It's like, yeah, they could give people, I think they could give people lottery numbers. And some people said they had dreams with numbers. They can just give me numbers. Like, give me some numbers, God. Whoa, okay. They said, F off, you dumb bastard. We're not doing that. F off. We don't, you know, it's like they joke around. It's not like humans joking around. It's like they this is back when I feel like they were kind of working it out of me, like the comedy out of me, because they had me. I was watching, like, even PGA Tour golf. We're almost at 25 minutes. and they'd say, yeah, we did that. We made that go in, because they're playing off my beliefs and what my sense of humor was. But we're at 25 minutes. So I don't know how long. I could probably go an hour just ranting, but I'll just end it here. 25 minutes. You know, God's going to be giving me a hard time the rest of the way back, but I just want everyone to know I love them very much, and God bless.